Sunday marks the one-year anniversary of a hit-and-run incident that changed a family's life forever. 19-year-old Austin Smith from Plymouth was out on a bike ride when he was struck by a vehicle that fled the scene. Smith suffered severe injuries as a result. As Delane Cleveland reports, police are renewing efforts to find the person responsible.
Every day, cars zoom through the intersection of Rockford Road and Vicksburg Lane. But there's one car that drove through this area on September 25th, 2021 that police are desperately trying to find.
Our main goal is to just get to the bottom of what happened that night and talk to everybody involved, which is what we're still continuing to try to do.
Around 8:30 p.m. that night, 19-year-old Austin Smith was riding his bike home with a friend.
He had told me that when they got back, they were going to make dinner. They were going to make turkey spaghetti, and that didn't happen.
A dark vehicle traveling westbound struck Smith in the middle of the intersection and kept going. Police found Smith lying in the middle of the road.
As a result of this accident, he does have a severe traumatic brain injury. He is nonverbal, and he is quadriplegic.
Austin's mother, Pam Mason, spoke to us from Iowa, where Austin is being treated.
I just want some closure. I promised Austin I would never give up trying to find out what happened.
It's been nearly 1 year since the incident happened here at Rockford Road and Vicksburg Lane. The family knows that someone somewhere knows something about what happened that night.
Somebody had to have seen someone driving erratically that night, heading westbound on Rockford Road.
Police are looking for a black Acura TSX made between 2011 and 2014. Investigators say the car likely sustained damage to its bumper and near the driver's side front windshield.
In the year that has gone on since that crash happened, we have not been able to identify a driver of that vehicle.
It's why Plymouth police want to bring attention to this case and help Pam get the closure she needs.
If I had closure, I would just express gratitude for that person finally doing the right thing.
In Plymouth, Delane Cleveland, CCX News.
Early voting begins Friday at a forum this week hosted by the League of Women Voters. Candidates for Brooklyn Park mayor were asked how they would address crime.
You have to continue to fully fund the police. I mean, that's obvious. I think secondarily, you have to invest in youth programming heavily in areas where youth don't necessarily have a lot to do.
We can fundamentally address crime, and that is through the prosecution. When we arrest kids here, folks here, and send them to Hennepin County, they are let to get out of jail with a slap on the wrist.
Mayoral candidates Hollis Winston and Winfred Russell attended the forum that included candidates for other council seats. During closing statements, both also spoke on what sets them apart.
I think that we all can see or have seen that experience matters. We see what is happening to our neighbors next door. When you have someone who doesn't have that experience in this position.
I know that we have a difference in terms of whether whether we should look backwards versus looking forwards, whether we believe we can stop crime upstream before it gets to prosecutors, or we need to have someone else take care of it for us downstream.
City council seats in Brooklyn Park have historically been nonpartisan. However, Winston received the backing of the DFL party. Russell, meanwhile, is backed by former mayor and current Hennepin County Commissioner Jeff Lundy and the Brooklyn Park Firefighters Union. The city of Brooklyn Park is using a unique approach to inform residents about the upcoming midterm elections. Reporter Sonia Goins shows us the creative steps they're taking to get out the vote.
My staff is getting ready for opening day on Friday.
Friday is go day for early in-person voting.
They're putting packets together for the voters that walk in.
And Brooklyn Park officials are busy transforming the city council chamber into an election room.
We're going to be preparing the chambers with voting booths, the ballot marker and things like that.
Devin Montero is the city clerk in charge of making sure everything runs smoothly. Some might say the city clerk position is stuffy and mundane.
Totally opposite. Of course, city clerks wear many hats, many hats.
This is Devin Montero.
He's giving new meaning to the term, rock the vote.
I even put on my Uncle Sam outfit.
Montero launched a TikTok video.
My approach was to have fun.
'Cause he knows this
deserves it.
to let residents know about the upcoming election.
We're out here to have fun and, encourage people to come out to vote.
Offering great training opportunity.
While dancing may not be his strong suit,
No moves. No moves.
Finance, recreation, and park. Say he works from the heart.
he did write the rap lyrics using creativity to promote civic duty.
Instead of putting it down in some poem or something like that, just do a rap song. And
Providing outstanding service to the community. Yeah, this their unity.
The TikTok video reminds people to check their polling places because of redistricting.
we've gone through redistricting. Your polling place might have changed.
City leaders are hoping the video reaches younger people and encourages them to be a part of the election process.
If they see this video, hey, Brooklyn Park is having fun. Why not? I want to be part of the team.
In Brooklyn Park, Sonia Goins, CCX News.
The nonprofit Seeped marked their 50-year anniversary on Wednesday, with volunteers doing what they've always done, rolling up their sleeves and getting to work. Volunteers packed produce for the nonprofit's Farm Fresh Fest, which is one of the many ways Seeped delivers more than 1.5 million pounds of food to the community each year. It's a far cry from the 20,000 pounds they shared with the community back in 1972.
What we know about CEAP is that it's always been neighbors helping neighbors and grounded and inspired by the community, and we continue to grow and continue to work with all of our neighbors in various ways.
Thursday, the nonprofit also dedicated their community room to Byron Lair, former CEAP president. Lair continues to be involved in the nonprofit.
The Armstrong boys soccer team is tied for first place in the Northwest Suburban Conference with some key games ahead. Jay Wilcox has more on the Falcons.
It's an impressive start for the Armstrong boys soccer team. The Falcons are having their best season in the last decade with a 6-1-1 mark heading into Wednesday night. They're tied for first in the Northwest Suburban Conference.
I would say we're probably the hardest working team in the state. We've been grinding all summer and feeling good about the season. We're undefeated in conference place at the top of the table with Andover.
It's been pretty good so far. It's still a work in progress. We're just working on staying consistent and just staying united. Everything else around will just come from hard work and just consistency.
Their one tie in league play came against conference co-leader Andover, a 0-0 draw.
You know, I thought we played really well. We knew that was going to be our toughest game yet, and so we knew they were going to be hard, and we played right with them. Like, we definitely could have won that game.
It definitely was a very hard game. Andover really came out and they came out and put up a fight. I personally think we should have maybe came out on top because we played a pretty good game. They also played a pretty good game.
The rest of this week is challenging. The Falcons meet Park Center Wednesday night and then face 5th-ranked Maple Grove Saturday.
Park Center was one of the teams that wasn't really expected to come out and bring something this season, but from what we've seen so far, they seem pretty tough, so we're really looking forward to staying focused in that game. And Maple Grove as well. Maple Grove, they're always coming out, putting up a fight, and this year we know that we have a team to compete. So
I'm really excited for the next couple games. It's going to be a big week for us. Playing Park Center, they're going to be a good team, tough team to beat, and then Maple Grove on Saturday. So it's a big week for us. We need 6 points coming out of this week.
Armstrong's hoping to keep the ball rolling as they challenge for the conference title. Jay Wilcox, CCX Sports.
Champlin Park and Maple Grove Volleyball could meet late next month in section playoffs. They got a preview earlier this week.
Monday night, Northwest Suburban Conference Volleyball with Maple Grove at home against 5th-ranked Champlin Park. The quick set by the Rebels, Reese Axness to Lily Reese, who gets the kill to give Champlin Park a 9-7 lead in the first set. Reese finishes the match with a team-high 11 kills. Later, Carly Gilk gets on top of one and unloads for one of her 10 kills on the night. Champlin Park wins set 1, 25-13. Coach John Yunker's team goes up 9-5 in set 2 on this play. Axness sets up Sarah Molberg left side for the attack. The senior would finish the night with 8 kills. Good rally here ends with a Maple Grove point. Annika Olsen sets the ball to Annika Ressman, who gets the kill for Grove. Champlin Park, though, would take this set too. Marley Hansen's kill ends it, 25-16 Rebels. Third set, and Catherine Adler and Gilk combine on a block, putting Champlin Park up early 5-0. Maple Grove's Audrey Waterman with a nice backside to Abby Bolt ties for the kill, but it's not enough this night. Great layout and dig by Kaylin Erickson for the Rebels. Up to Axness, who goes to Moberg for the attack and kill. Champlin Park goes on to sweep Maple Grove. The Rebels are now 10-3 on the season. The Crimson 8-8.
Two of the area's top girls tennis teams went head-to-head this week. Jay Wilcox has the highlights.
A picture-perfect day as Maple Grove hosts Wayzata in girls tennis. First singles, and Lucy Nebedrick of Wayzata serves to Maddie Larson. A strong backhand to the corner, and Nebedrick comes in to fire a forehand winner. She wins 6-3, 6-0. Avery Spratt of Maple Grove serves at first doubles. Great hands at the net for her partner Bethany Smith. The Crimson duo beats Polly Reagan and Michelle Sow in straight sets. Second doubles, Gabby Parker serves for Maple Grove. Her teammate Lexi Helmer-Yankee wins the point with great touch on the backhand up the middle. This is a three-set match. Wayzata's Kate Walborn and Belle Salisbury win it, but it's Maple Grove pulling out a 4-3 win over Wayzata. Jay Wilcox, CCX Sports.